What is the URL? What is Mr. listening to? Come on in, folk. See what we gonna get. Hey, Shalisa. What's going on, y'all? Hey, Vicky. Right at 5 o'clock. I was trying to get in here earlier. Let's see if I can see you guys on my iPad. That's about to die. Okay. Hey, hey, hey. What to TI is. Oh, let me turn this down. We can't have all this. Hey, Jenny. Jen. Can y'all hear me? Everybody can hear me pretty good. Hey, Quinn. Okay, like Teddy, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello. What it is, everybody? We'll see if we get some people in because this was an interesting pick this month, right? Hey, Wendy, Chanel. Okay, wasn't that some mess last night? I still love Teddy Riley. He has too much good music for me to write him off. But boy, I mean the definition of doing too much, right? I was just like, why we got to do all this? And we better hope he ain't got the Rona. All them damn people in the room so they can do this damn battle over again. They supposed to be doing it tomorrow. Did you guys see that they rescheduled it till tomorrow? I was a little hurt. I was actually very embarrassed. You guys know I easily get secondhand embarrassment. So it was like, as soon as I saw that Teddy was on the fuck shit, I was like, oh, this is not going to go well. I only watched for like 10 minutes and I was like, I'm out. He was trying to give us a performance and I was like, it is not requiring in all this. Now, we didn't have 6 or 7 good battles. Why he had to take it up? He was trying to take it up several notches, right? He was here and he was trying to take it somewhere y'all couldn't even see it no more. Oh, Lord have mercy. Hey, everybody. Y'all come on in. Come on in. And then had the nerve to be trying to charge people. See, this is what I'm talking about here. When people be trying to make you pay for shit that's, I mean, if we was really wanting that, then maybe, but we didn't need to have all the production. Sit down with the fucking computer and your music and your phone. I got it. All that damn feedback. As soon as it started, I was like, why does he have his mic all turned up? But did you guys see that remember he was trying to do it on his streaming service? Y'all saw that it was working well over there. I said, Teddy, you doing the most. Teddy is doing the most. I'm surprised Babyface is even giving him another another chance at it after all that carrying on. Hey, Brittany. Yeah, that was a pure D mess last night. Oh my God, I was so embarrassed. I just was like, I can't even watch this because Kenny, the Babyface, was so done, and he was like, I'm over here, self quarantining, like social distancing, like all y'all should be doing the same over there. Ooh wee, and them memes and shit today. Oh my God. Right, a refund on something free. Nigga, you owe me for all that you was putting us through last. Then don't say come back in 30 minutes. No. You come back in 30 minutes. Ooh, ooh wee. Child. Oh my God, that Toni Braxton had to have had a glass of wine or some sort of something in her hand with all that she was doing yesterday. Oh, it was disappointing. Even all the celebrities in the, I just was so, I just was embarrassed. I don't even know how else to put it. I was just embarrassed for them. I can't. I don't do well with that kind of stuff. And see, that is one of the reasons why I don't. I'm not no big fan of like live stuff because I be needing the shit to go right. And when you got live, it's just happening right there. Remember the first time when I had this meeting and I couldn't get logged on, and remember what a disaster that was. That shit was. I would have been so stressed out if I was Teddy today. I wouldn't probably be able to get out of bed. Ooh, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Face, I need you to turn your mic down. No, Face don't need to turn shit down. First of all, he ain't even got a mic. Okay, don't tell him to turn his sound down. Ooh, it was really the most. Really the most. What time is it? All right, you guys. So we got 52 people in here. What's happening? Where's everybody checking in from? What parts of the world are we all checking in from? First of all, is everybody trying to stay safe? Okay, Florida, Texas, Florida. Y'all know y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself with them beaches yesterday. Boy, them fuckers couldn't even wait to get down to that water, could they? I was just like, what is happening? Oh my God. Hey, New York, y'all keep your heads up. Charlotte, Chicago, Vidalia, Maryland, Cleveland. All right, Pennsylvania. All right, Keisha, stay your ass up off them beaches. I mean, just couldn't even wait 10 minutes. They was already out there. What's up, Nola? All right, Missouri. All right. So, okay, Colorado Springs, Houston. Okay, we got a little bit of all of the world, or all of the United States anyway today. I don't know if I have anybody outside of the U.S. this time. I guess they was like them beaches had to got to, huh? And folks was like could not wait to get their asses out there. I was like, really, really. Okay, you guys. Well, I'm glad you guys made it in because I know it's a Sunday night and we normally do this on Saturday. Yesterday it just was not gonna work. I just had a whole bunch of stuff going on. This past week has been eventful and just a lot. So that's why we ended up doing it today. And then, hey, South Carolina. And then at the end of the month, when we do our final book discussion, that's going to end up falling on like May 1st or 2nd. So, this is really just throwing me off. But maybe it won't be so bad since quarantine and everybody home any damn way except for Florida. Georgia gonna be the same way because our stupid governor follows everything that YSAP says. So, hey Capricorn, you know how we do. Yeah, we got to stick to a schedule. But anyway, everybody should be home. So maybe it'll work out well. Okay. But look, before we get started on the book, I first want to thank everybody who had upgraded to the $5 tier. Everybody, you guys, most of you guys should have gotten your bookmarks by now. So if you've gotten your bookmarks by now, can y'all just let me know in the comments? I think I sent out 65. I'm so glad you guys got your bookmark. I'm so glad you guys. Yeah, them things had me going. I was just like, shout out to people who have like these Etsy shops that be doing all of these different things. Like I was so, I know that there's always room to get better. And of course, I do know about the little Stephen King glitch on the bottom. But I just really wanted it to look like something that, I didn't want people to get it and be like, I didn't got this bullshit, So I thought that I really wanted them. I'm glad I didn't send out the first batch because the first batch, the color was not as vibrant as it was when I got my actual paper. So, yeah, and y'all, by the time, individually had to cut them all and punch the edges so it'll be rounded off. And I was really trying to make it look like it was at the bookstore when you get to the front counter and you buy your book and then you be like, oh, I'm gonna get this little bookmark too, So, Okay, good. I was gonna let people choose their colors, but something told me it was gonna be way too stressful. So I just made primary colors and then I just sent them out. And I just tried to just get them out. But look, I have a special surprise for those who bought those, got the bookmarks. So there were two that I sent out that were two-toned. I don't know who I sent them to because I just put them in the mix and then I just put them in the envelope. So there were two ones that actually look like this. Let me show you guys what they look like. Okay. So, I'll turn this light down. Mister in there having a party, so if y'all hear music in the background, that's what it is. But anyway, the two that look like this, you see how those two-tone ones? If you got those, one of those, and I think I sent out a green and red one and a blue and green one. Those two bookmarks, actually, I'm going to give a gift card to. Just a $25 Visa gift card. So I'll put it also on Patreon. But I was trying to figure out a way that I can kind of give you guys a little, a little something just for you guys doing that. So if you did get any of those two, y'all look out on Patreon. I'm going to put it on there and then you guys will see it. Okay. So, and you'll have to let me know who got it. You'll have to take a picture with it so I can see that you are one of the two people that got that bookmark. And I'll get those gift cards to you. Actually, I'm going to do them through the gift card. So it's going to be electronic. You guys can use the Visa card wherever you want to use it. Okay. All right. So trying to give back a little bit for you guys supporting and being there and doing things, and also for reading this book with me. Okay, you guys. So I didn't get no questions together because honestly, I could not, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Y'all still there? Okay, everybody's still there. Mister is sending a text message letting us know that dinner is ready and it's coming across my camera here. Let me turn the light back up so y'all can see me. Okay. So like I was saying, I did not get any questions together because what I realized what I'm gonna have to do now is I'm gonna have to read the books ahead of time so that I can know, first of all, if it's a book that I want you guys to read, and secondly, so I can know when things really start kind of happening in the book. Now, this book, I honestly feel like the first half or the first 33 chapters that I had you guys read really didn't nothing start happening until like chapter 30. Okay. So, I know a lot of people have finished the book because once you got to about chapter 30, that's when things start taking off. And then you was like, fuck it, I'm already here. I might as well get to going so I can find out what happened in the book. You know, I wouldn't say that. Okay, so you just got to chapter 33, Shalisa. Well, let me just tell you that after chapter 33, it takes off. Okay. But up until then, I was like, wow, what are we doing here? you know? So it's just a different style of writing. I'm not familiar with this I'm not familiar with this writer, but when I was reading all of the updates and the different reviews on it, it was saying that, this was like a page turner. And I was like, a page turner when? If anything, you was really just turning the page to get to something. you know? But so I don't even really know what we're supposed to talk about in this first 33 chapters because okay, let's just try to figure out what we want to talk about. Yeah, this is definitely not a thriller. This is definitely a suspenseful book. So the way we're going to do it on the next book is okay. The author was laying the foundation. That's true. But the foundation is super laid. Like I feel like we built almost the house Okay, before we even got to the inside, like the whole house is there now. Um, Yeah, and then there's a lot of characters that you have to keep track of. I now got the hang of the characters, but it took me a long time. I mean, by the time you had Finn and you had, Thomas and you had Lucy, and then it was going back and forth between the different eras. I mean, the different time periods. It was hard for me at first to keep up with everything. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. April, once you get further in, you gonna remember them names. Yep, and Libby and Lucy, that was another one I was having problems too. And then the time periods, the fact that they weren't that far apart, so it was just sort of like yeah, yeah. This probably was a horrible book to listen to on Audible. I can't imagine listening to this book because of all of the going back and forth between the different time periods. Yeah. All right, well let's just try to figure out how we feel about these characters. Now, first of all, let's talk about what is the child's name? Libby. Do you have an understanding of Libby right now? Would you want to have known about what happened if you first of all, would you have even kept the house? Child, I would have been like, cash that bitch out and let me move on. But maybe the fact that she was adopted. Hmm. No. Yeah. But do you think that the fact that she was adopted and maybe because she wanted to know more about her, I mean, a lot of us know or have an idea of our family ties and, what we come from. Is that probably the main reason why she wanted to know what happened in that house? Oh, don't put any spoilers out, you guys, because everybody ain't got there. Everybody ain't got there. Yes, give me my cash, especially um, since she looked like she was gonna get a pretty penny for it, right? Oh, okay. So the audible worked out for you. Good. That's good. Oh, okay. We take people that's just coming to support too. I'm good with it. Okay. Well, I think she didn't need the house to get the history, but I think that the house kind of gave her the whole sense of being a part of it. Like that was, she kind of felt like the spirits of her parents and, her brother and sister, like everybody was there. So that was, but when she said, now everybody's gotten up to chapter 33, right? Okay, y'all, everybody should have been to chapter 33. Okay, but when she said her and the reporter guy when they said they was gonna stay at the house, I was like, shit. Ain't no way. And they heard somebody she heard somebody coughing in the place the first time she was there. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay. So um I was listening, I was reading, and I was like, now, is this just like the author trying to make her, or is the reality is who is going to be staying up in that damn house like that? And with the reporter that she just met, No, not overnight. We can spend the day there. When the sun go down, Rocky is out. Uh-huh. Right. Yes, how nasty it would have been up in there. Dust and bugs and shit. Old smelling place. All right. So Libby. So now let's go back to her brother and sister Henry and Lucy. So it's interesting because in the first part of the we don't know about Miller yet. He may be shady, but we don't. He don't seem like it, but we don't know. The first part of the book, first half of the book is Henry is talking about just his past, but Lucy's in the present, right? So, oh, I cannot remember. Okay, Henry. Yeah, Henry talks in the past, Lucy's in the present. So Lucy has her kids. Lucy's living hand to mouth, okay? And she has a baby daddy that's out there who absolutely is not even contributing. I don't even know if she really wants his contributions. Um, yes, a bit of a mess. Prideful, obviously, wants to take care of her kids, but child, that son is so over Lucy. He is just so done. Lucy is the sister of Henry. Okay, Clemency is the sister of Finn. And really Clemency, is that her name? Yeah, Clemency. She's not she's really so far in the book anyway is really just there. She doesn't have much mention. Okay. But what about the ex-husband? Ooh, that ex-husband is something else. Okay? And that was what made me feel like Lucy was talking in the past because it's like, if you guys 2018, why is your baby daddy feel like he don't have to give nothing? Like he don't even is it different in different countries? Because I was just like, how is the ex-husband's name is Marco, right? Is it Marco? Yes, Marco. Oh, he was a mess. And just as stupid as can be. Oh yeah, Marco is the son. You're right. You're right. Michael's the husband, Marco's the son. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then didn't even have any connection to his son. Just sort of like, oh, little boy, aren't you adorable? It's like, that's your child with the blood of you running through him. Child, a mess. But she took care of his ass, didn't she? I said, oh, that's going to come back to bite you. I really hope you can make it through this, girl. But um, she got them passports. Ooh. Shanitra, I couldn't figure out why we never even brought up the subject of child support. Like it was that part was, if I hadn't really known that it was present day, it would have had me thinking that we was talking about back in the, shit, back in the day. He was horrible. And then he was married. Did you guys even forget that he was married? That his wife just wasn't there? And he act like child, I said this one here. So it wasn't no love lost when that one went down. See, I haven't followed the dates and the ages, but I've always it's always been, it made me wonder if I looked at it closer that I would see that some of these dates weren't lining up. You vintage. You gotta take the dog with you. You be so attached. These dogs become like your kids, child. They become like your kids. Yeah, he was on vacation. The wife stayed back. He was on vacation because he was trying to write the book, remember? So he needed to clear his mind kind of thing. I can understand her wanting to cut loose from him, but damn, you are living on the street, girl. Like she actually comes from money, then she living on the street, and then she's barely scraping by, and then I get no, something gonna have to give on that one. That dog would be better off living on the street than living with her ex-husband. Okay, so no, we can't leave old Fitz behind. Henry. Henry is interesting, right? Because Henry is what, 12, 13 years old and then coming into his sexuality. Obviously, Henry is gay. Um, Henry is one of those people that just gets on your nerves. He has a personality that gets on your nerves, and then you understand why nobody else kind of likes him either. Yeah, Henry is perceptive. He's the only one sitting around long enough to kind of see what's going on in the house. The wife is, yeah, I don't know. Henry's mom, like how did everybody kind of lose themselves um, in this makeup in this house? You got the birdie girl there with her boyfriend, and then you've got the man, what is his name? Thomas. He's there with his wife. They all living in the house. And how does that man take over the entire house and throw everything off? And Henry is the only one that sees that it's a problem here at 13 damn years old. Okay. The dad completely lost his spunk. We don't even know how they really lost the money, at least not in this first half of the book. Um, but the dad is broken, and the wife just let another man completely move in and take over the entire household. Child, it just don't make no damn sense. And then he get in there, David. He get in there with the and take the other man's woman, and he got a wife right up under him. Child, if I didn't know better, there's been some of your cousins out there cutting up, child. I'll tell you the truth. You think David and Bertie had it all set up? Well, like Bertie knew him ahead of time, and that's why he moved in his family. Oh yeah. Well, they said that the man done sold all of the shit. Finn already knew that his dad was about to wipe the family out, so it was just sort of like you, you might as well just take these drugs because. But they were suffering from money problems before David got there. He just made it worse because otherwise they wouldn't even have let them move in if they didn't need the money to begin with. Bertie introduced Thomas is the Tom. Okay, let me get the names. Thomas is Bertie's boyfriend, right? And then David is Finn's father, right? Thomas. Yeah, Thomas is the one that does the herbs in the garden. Justin is her boyfriend. Well, who is Thomas? Where am I forgetting? Who is Thomas? Okay, Justin. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. David Thompson. Okay, I got it. I got it. I should have wrote the names down. Okay. Bertie moved. Was Bertie the one who suggested the Dave Thompson's family into the house? Because I had just thought that he just happened. David just happened into the family. I don't remember that. Yeah, I know Bertie and her boyfriend were in there first because they did the video and all of that. Okay, okay. So I had to just get all my names correct. Okay. But we'll see what happens with Henry in the second half of this book. But um, now that we done caught up and now we know that Finn is fully grown and is the one that was in the house coughing, I'm sure that Libby is going to find out whatever it is she needs to know on the rest of her family and everything. This book was similar to Parasite. That's the South Korean movie. Who's too trusting, April? Who, Libby? Oh yeah, totally too trusting, totally too trusting. But yeah, I just feel like this book, like it's gonna be real easy for you guys to breeze through the second half. I know that it was hard for everybody to get to the first half because it was, like you guys said, laying the foundation. But once you get past 33, it's about to start moving for everybody. So y'all hang on in there if you feeling like, what am I reading? Okay. Have any of you guys ever read any of her books? Oh yeah, second half is super easy. It's like, okay, finally. You'd never heard of her because it's so funny because the way they describe her online, I mean, it's just sort of like she's like the master of suspense and thriller. And I was like, oh, I'm not really getting that. You know, maybe I'm getting my genres mixed up. Definitely suspense. We're not getting on the thriller. Okay. So, it ain't really too much more to talk about the story yet. Look at all this dust in my house. Y'all see all that flying up into the to the thing just from hitting the. Yeah. The book is not bad. Once you get through it, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, that wasn't bad. It just could have been probably 200 pages less. You know. Do you have the same nightstand? Okay, this is our little setup here we got in here. You wanted Michael to die a suffering death, and well, that was a pretty, he did bleed to death. Can you imagine getting stabbed in the side? He was like, "What did you do?" I killed you. That's what I did. Okay, but all right. Well, I mean, it ain't really too much more to talk about in the book here. I guarantee you guys will enjoy the second half much more than you did the first. Okay. Well, let's talk about the next book, Nina. Um, on Patreon this week. I am going probably like tonight or tomorrow. I am going to give you. I'm gonna post. You guys gonna give me some suggestions, and I want more people to give me some suggestions because last time that I did it, not too many people suggested. We didn't have like a big group. I mean, like a big input of suggestions. So this time, you guys really give me your suggestions. I'm gonna try to gather up like 3 of the books that are like the highest suggested, and then I'm gonna get them and I'm gonna read them ahead of time, and then I'm gonna tell you guys which book, which book that we're gonna have for the month of May. And then that way it'll be easier for me to get a reading schedule for you guys so that I'll know exactly where, it's going to be good for us to have a really good midpoint discussion because it needs to be something to talk about, right? So we'll, yeah, well, maybe do a poll. I don't know. So we'll see. I'm going to see how I want to do it. But I really do want people to really put their suggestions in. There was a couple of books that you guys had mentioned in the last one. One was A Silent Partner, And another one was that Such a Fun Age. I think those were like two that I was thinking about doing before we picked, before I picked this book. But you know, I don't even know if we're gonna stick to any certain genre. I mean, what would you guys want to do? Would you want to pick a genre, or do you just want to just give me some suggestions? Because, excuse me, I really do want to do a thriller book. Like, I don't want to be scared, but I want something that's gonna really be, I really want something to be. We can do a biography, but not right now. I really want something that's going to be a good page turner. We really need that because we haven't had it since our first book. And I need something that's going to be making us be like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Because I was really worried I wasn't even going to have that many people in this meeting today. Because, um, oh, Such a Fun Age. Weren't you the one that said Such a Fun Age? Carr? Miss Carr, weren't you the one that actually mentioned that we should read that? You want Murder on or Ghost? Is that the name of a book? Yeah, I need a good psychological thriller. Okay. So maybe that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to try thriller again. I knew it was you that had suggested that book. And, okay. Okay. So we're going to try again. We're going to try a good thriller, a for real good thriller. It don't have to be no horror. I can't do horror. I'm too scary. Thriller is already pushing the line for me. So we definitely can't do horror. All right. But thriller. So you guys start really thinking about some topics. Yeah, the silent patient comes up a lot. So that'll still be on the list. I still really think that that's gonna be on the list. But y'all just think of some names as well. Okay. Because I know some of you guys out there are actually parts of other book clubs as well and may have read some other books or, just have some things that are sitting on your desk that you want to get to eventually. And so you might have a good suggestion. Listen to Blue in there. He ready to get out, girl. He is over it. Okay. You read The Silent Patient, but was it like from the beginning? I mean, are we going to have to get through 30 chapters before we get to something good? I like mystery too. Mystery could be possibly in there mixed in with thriller. So, I mean, um, I can definitely do those as well. But we definitely need a page turner, you guys. We definitely need that. All right. So you guys make sure that you look on Patreon, tomorrow, and we'll start trying to get a list of names out together. Okay. And for those of you guys who might have missed at the beginning that I was talking about, for the bookmarks, anybody that got two-tone bookmarks, there should be two of them that are out there in the world. Okay. You are the winner of a $25 Visa gift card. All right, so I want you guys to take a picture of yourself with that book card, that book card, that bookmark, and post it or send it to me some kind of way, either on Instagram, Twitter, however you want to do it. I just need to make sure that I get it, and then I will get those to you. All right. And I'm going to let you guys get on back to y'all Sunday evenings because we got a lot tonight. Real Housewives of Atlanta ends tonight. We got Insecure. Okay, y'all probably in the middle of cooking y'all Sunday night dinner or about to eat it or whatever. I'm about to go eat mine. I smell it in there, missed it, and made some tuna and some sort of garlic rice and some greens. So that's going to be my dinner tonight. Okay. But thank y'all all for checking in tonight. Ooh, Zane. Don't even. Zane is too much. Zane is too much, y'all. Now, when we try to get to erotica, then we'll talk about Zane. But yeah, I don't know. But good night to everybody. Thanks for everybody for checking in and discussing. I think that our end of the month discussion is going to be probably that Friday or Saturday, the first Friday or Saturday of May. And we should have a good discussion because then we can really talk about the whole story. Okay. All right. And yeah, porn. You ain't never lied, child. Okay. And you guys all be safe out there. Okay, we still dealing with a pandemic. All right, even though we kind of getting used to it. Okay. All righty, everybody. I'll see you guys later. Y'all make sure you check on Patreon this week. We're gonna have a few things coming up, okay? And get those suggestions together. Thriller, you guys. Page Turner. Something that's gonna grab us from the beginning and won't let us go till the end. Okay? Y'all let me know, okay? Good night, good night, good night. Y'all ain't getting off. It's still 70 people on the thing. I feel bad clicking off and y'all all still here. Good night. Good night. All right. Why it ain't coming up? See you guys.